Hi there guys, my name is Samuel and today we shall be taking a look at set 71709 Jay and Lloyd's Velocity Racers, which contains 322 pieces, 3 awesome minifigures, cost £25, $30 and €30 at full retail value. And as you can see, you get Jay's Velocity Racer and Lloyd's Velocity Racer, which this is for the Speedway 1 billion. I believe, yeah, that's it, Speedway 1 billion, that is what these were for. And as you can see, you also have, I believe his name, let me quickly check here. It calls it Hausener, but I believe that is Richie. And yeah, as you can see, this is a pretty awesome set. And let's jump straight into here. Is Digi J and Digi Lloyd. Here you can see their health bars, which look really awesome. And I have to admit, I do like that piece. It's a shame that I don't think we'll get it again, but that's what they look like from the back. And I'm going to do what I usually do. I'm going to quickly switch them out. And here we have Jay and Lloyd. And can I just say again, these are not the same ones, but they come in the same set, so it is fine. And as you can see here is the printing, and I'm trying to go through these quicker because I have done these so many times at this point. And the bets are is that most people have most probably already seen another video, so I know these bikes generally people don't generally like these bikes. As a Ninjago collector and fan, I always like the bikes. I've never really had a bad Ninjago set. That's mostly why I say I like them all, because I do. And yeah, here you can see Jay and Lloyd, basically the same. There is that face and that face. I think they look awesome. Great detailing. And there is the back with their visors, which I think, I have to admit, I do like these pieces. And it's really weird that we got a helmet that wasn't used as much, hasn't been used for 2 runs, because they generally run a hood. Like the hood did the first 2 suits, then you had the second iteration that did 3 suits, then you had the lower masks that did 3, then you had the newer, well then they redid the original I believe for tournament, then you had the deep stone for 4 waves even, then you had like the half helmet for 3, then you've had this new helmet from Legacy that's been around for a while, season 10, season 11, 12 and 13 a bit, but then obviously in the actual figure they've had it like this and the new Knight helmet, which I really do hope that they do leave this, but I will talk about what I think is going to happen with this in my season 13 review, Master of the Mountain. So here are these minifigures. I am talking way too long, but it's about bats, sorry, not about the figures, so that is pretty awesome. And here we have Richie. As you can see, I think he looks pretty awesome. So yeah, I also have here the 4+ version, so you can see the back and front detailing. As you can see, he has his health bar, which I think is pretty awesome. And yeah, they are the same, and well, as you can see, he's got his swords, but who cares about those swords? In the bag they shall go. But yeah, if we quickly zoom in at this version, which don't worry guys, it's the same. Like I have made sure in every way I can, looked on Brickset here, it is fine. But as you can see, here is his detailing, which he's got some paint marks, some chains, some cheese, his belt buckle, and just lots of padding and knee pads and toe printing, which is really cool. Then here is the back print. Again, love the new head mold. Pretty cool. And yeah, that is Richie. I think he's a pretty good minifigure. But now let's quickly add the swords to the bag. And then let's go and review the set. And here you can see the little sword holder. As you can see, this is really awesome. It has the mystery sticker, the Kitana. And as you can see, there is that. I think that is awesome. But yeah, I do like these. And let's quickly have a look at the actual builds of the set. So here we have the actual builds. As you can see, we have Jay and Lloyd's Velocity Racers. So starting a look with Jay's, as you can see, there is this lovely sticker down the front, which I think is pretty cool. It says Ninjago there, and Ninja with the J logo. Well, his little, his face logo. Then as you can see, there is this sticker here. And this sticker here, which I think are awesome. I don't actually mind stickers. I know that lots of people say it bothers them, but for me personally, I'm not worried about stickers. I actually find they're quite a good inclusion in sets, and as you can see, there's 2 more with Jay's current logo. Yeah, I think there's they're definitely pretty cool. As you can see, there are 2 clips. I believe that is to put his weapons, because yes, I think so, because there's nothing else it would clip onto. As you can see, there is it. It runs down, and I want to say in between takes I've actually had to rebuild the entire back, or broke into chunks, because the system is pretty glitchy. I don't know if it's just me, but I've looked at it perfectly, and I know I've not built anything, but I know the positioning on the rods has actually been a lot different lately. It's never actually been accurate, and then I've looked at other speed builds and other videos of it, and it's always off, the manual says, so that's one thing you may want to watch out for. But as you can see, here's a controller, which is also used to the weapon handle. Here's that. I do find it weird in the new set, like the 501st, just the first time we saw it. They've made a new one of these. It's one piece. I don't get why they didn't do it here now, and they don't fall off. I don't really know why. But as you can see, yeah, sorry, the sun is all of a sudden coming really bright. Wow. So yeah, you can see that. I think it looks cool. The wings look great. Here is what it looks like from this side. And then this side, and there's a couple of boomerang parts in there, which I think are pretty awesome. And looking at the, I've got the manual here, which I will show in a minute. Ooh, those are a little bit off. There we go. My apologies. I have had that built a bit wrong. Well, I know it's not much, but yeah. So as you can see, wow. Sorry, the sun is really messing everything up at this point in time. But yeah, you can see the back, which that kind of reminds me of the flux capacitor, which is pretty cool. Maybe it isn't meant to be a reference, I'm not really sure. But yeah, that's what it looks like. There you can see the engine. I think that looks cool. And there is the angle from the back if you remove it, which it does work well if you wanted to have it like dormant, like that. You don't want it to be moving. Well, I guess that's not the word. If you inactive, if you don't want it being used, you can have that like that. But then you can just clip that in, which uses the red Technic pin and this new element, which I think is just awesome. And then you can, well, play with it or display it as I do. And yeah, so what you do with this feature, you literally just spin it around, and yeah, you can see it here. Actually, it works a bit better, but they're not exactly evenly placed, I don't think. Well, I don't know the positioning is, but yeah, I'm not no, not really a fan of that, to be quite honest. It's just a bit glitchy for my liking, as you can see. Let's do that. But yeah, that's Jay's. I think it does work, but it is definitely far too glitchy. Let me quickly get, this is well, a Jay figure. He can sit in there. You can just move his weapon. They've actually made it 4 studs, so there is that. Yeah, there you go. You can have Jay sitting in there, which I think looks pretty awesome, but I tend not to put displaying with their figures in there. So that is Jay's Velocity Racer, which is pretty awesome. And here we have Lloyd's bike, aka the thing that won't stand up for more than a couple minutes. Honestly, it is so off balance, which can be a bit of a nightmare. As you can see, it is incredibly long. To fit it in the frame, yeah, here we go. That's how far we got to have it back. And as you can see, there is this printed piece, which, wow, can I just say, that is amazing. It was lovely to see a lovely old printed piece. Very nice indeed. Then here you can see that sticker piece, which I think looks really awesome. Then here you can see that, which I think is cool. I think that says, does that say Prime? No, Ninja, my bad. Oops, I read that completely opposite. And then we have Lloyd here with his name, and I've only just noticed that says Lloyd. Wow, that shows, wow, that's bad. And no, there isn't meant to be a sticker there, which I originally thought that as well. Ninjago, the ninja face logo. That's a generic one. And yeah, this is basically the bike. You can see there, it's got this engine detailing, which that covers it up, slips it over the top a little bit. Then you can see the wheel going through the car, which looks pretty awesome. Then you've got that piece there, and then you can see that, which I think that looks really awesome. Here you can see the front. I think that does look awesome. Then yeah, I think this is a great build. Like, definitely you can see this running through. And again, if you didn't want to, you can remove this, which if we try to grab that out, okay, it won't, but as you can see, that's kind of what it would look like. I think that does work pretty cool. It looks fine, I think, without it, which is obviously a good sign. Oh, okay, there you go. You can see what piece was in there. I think it's just intentionally popped off. There we go. But yeah, that's kind of his bike, as you can see. And wow, I really apologise for this sun. It keeps going in and out. It is really messing up the camera. But as you can see, there we go. And that should be better now. And there you can see the interior, which I have to admit, I think that does work really well. I like the fact it's not enclosed, and it's not meant to look like it is enclosed, leaving a gap and all of that. It's kind of just meant to look like that, and you've got the studs to fit Lloyd. And yeah, I think that works really well. Yeah, I just think it works really great. And as you can see, there is the top. I haven't already shown that, and it's got this bigger, chunkier wheel on the back, which that was the first time getting that piece. That may have been in a Technic set. Don't really collect those. I don't think I've ever got anything like that, so I don't believe I've seen that, well, in these system sets before. And there is the clip. So yeah, I think this is a really great bike. And a quick comparison to this bike was all the Ninja I think I've had a bike now. Cole's had his from Possession. Zane's had his from, Sons of Garmadon. Kai had his in the original Rise of the Snake season. Nia also had hers in Skybound, and Kai also had one again in Skybound. Trying to think. Jay had one in Hands at the time. Yeah, they've all had a bike. Wow. That's original. Nah, it's still really awesome. And actually, Cole's had one from last year. But yeah, I think it is a really good bike though. And yeah, I think this works really well. And yeah, I think that is a great bike, and Lloyd fits in there really well. But before the outro, I want to quickly show you some manuals, which they are different, and it's actually been just over 2 days since I recorded it, I believe. Yes, it has just been that. Wow, time goes really fast. So I wanted to kind of jump in and show you this, because when I was editing it, I was like, where is that? And then I realised I didn't do it, so that was a bit of a problem. So first things up, as you can see, there are these stickers, which are pretty awesome. They're these spares, which come in literally most of the sets. But then when you open this manual, it's where it gets interesting. It shows you what parts you're dropping. And it shows this really cool like art version of Jay, them on the phone. Then of Richie, because it actually is Richie in the show. Then this like really cool like fight between them. Then it has all these effects like that explosion of stars. Then like Jay holding that, which can I just say, my apologies, in the outro you will notice that is missing. But I have acknowledged that is missing. And then you have Jay running through. Then you've got this explosion part in the corner. And then you just got Jay running throughout like the whole manual, which is like a progress bar, which I thought was really cool. And there's some really interesting parts like this. They want you to build split screen, like you build the left and the right together, which is really interesting, because that's how I tend to do stuff like that. But yeah, they tell you to do it like literally with a divider down the middle, which they very rarely do. And as you can see, here's Jay holding this, like telling you what way you got to do it, which I think is really cool. And just looking at the manual, you can see it's just so different, really. Move that down. So you can see Jay running, and it's just so peculiar. Then even these you build side by side, which yeah, I think that's a good change. And as you can see, here is Jay holding those up. But yeah, can I just say, I think this is great. Then look, you got like this explosion saying like you're done. And then like look at this really cool art. This is, I think, is pretty awesome. You've got like, this art, and it just shows you all of like the exhaust and everything, even though that thoroughly get, well, that's blue because the exhaust is green. Then we have the Kitana with like the shine, and that's Jay's. And then looking at Lloyd's, I think, so that has got, if we quickly have a look, that's got 83 pages. This has got 62 pages. And as you can see, starts off normal, then it shows you some of the parts, which is pretty cool. I wonder how they choose like what parts it is in. You got that. Then you got Lloyd in his pose, but it doesn't show you him fighting Richie. Then you got this, which is quite funny. Him like saying he got turned upside down, then he's like, his mask is falling off. Then obviously you can see Lloyd running at the bottom, which I think is just really cool. If I move the camera back down, here you can just see, it's just really weird, these manuals. It like shows you like this. Maybe you're not meant to build them side by side, but that's what the divider indicates. Maybe you're meant to build one then the other, but I just prefer doing them at the same time. Then you got that. And then again, you got Lloyd falling off. And there's where you put those printed pieces on, which I think are awesome. Obviously, they're a lot whiter on there, but can't really do that. Then you got him like holding one, and I don't believe that is a 1-for-1 scale. But yeah, it's really interesting, at least. Yeah, then they've kind of ghosted everything out. And yeah, that's yeah. You can see that, and then that. Like, I don't really know what else to say about these. It's just really interesting. Then you got like the green glow, the big green glow, and then this again. But these two are switched, aren't they? Yeah, they're switched. I don't really get why, as you can see. They literally switched a pair of them, which is very interesting. And yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to show you guys in this clip. It's just interesting that the fact they've really gone and changed, and even like the paper isn't that normal kind of, it's just generally a blank colour. It's generally not something like this, that actually detailed and stuff like that, which is really interesting. And then that, and that's got like the more smooth material for the manuals. And then that's got more of the paper, yeah, a bit more papery feel. But yeah, that is the manuals, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little clip of that, and I will throw you back to my older self 2 days ago. And let's quickly take a look at this. And as you can see here, it's the hoverboard, which I think is pretty awesome. And let's quickly center that. And yeah, that is that. Yeah, I kind of keep forgetting about them, but oops. But there we go. And yeah, I think this is an amazing set. Like the tuner car, a great set. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. If you like what you see, really would recommend it. To be honest, if you ask me about any Ninjago set, I think I would recommend everything. I can't think of one set I wouldn't recommend. Ninjago movies. They're great sets, but they're not Ninjago. They're Ninjago movie. It's like doing Star Wars movie, and it's not actually like the original people. What I mean, like if they did the original 3 but changed everything, you know what I mean? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to hit the notification bell if you wish to. And until the next video, bye for now.